The next function of human resource management department that we are going to study is employee morale and welfare. Human resource management not just focus on making sure that the business has enough workers. They actually make ensure that the workers they have are competent enough and skilled enough and motivated enough to serve the purpose of achievement of objectives of business organization. I repeat, they do not only hire or recruit people, they actually make it sure, ensure it that the workforce that they have it right now is competent enough, skilled enough, and motivated enough to achieve the targets of the business. The last thing that I said, motivated enough, is related to the concept that we're going to study, that is employee morale and employee welfare. Let's talk about what is employee morale first. Overall outlook, attitude, and level of satisfaction of employees at work. Overall attitude, outlook, and level of satisfaction of employees when at work. Let's talk about the employee welfare too. Employees' health, safety, and level of morale at work. This is called employee welfare. Okay. Talking about the details of this, most of the human resource department child are offering advice, counseling, and other services to the employee who are in need of support. Uh, Sometimes perhaps because of the financial and family matters, they need something from the organization. So most of the human resource department are always counseling the employees regarding this. These support services that the HR department gives to them can reflect well on the caring attitudes of human resource management towards the work. If they are providing such kind of support to the employees, it means they are actually enhancing their caring services. They are enhancing their good attitude towards the employees. So if this is done, it means that the employees will feel positive about the business. And similarly, improving the working conditions with the excellent hygiene facilities and safety equipments is another effective way of improving employee welfare. If they are having very good hygiene facilities inside the factory and office, it means that they will feel satisfied at work. You can relate with some motivation theories, वो भी इसके साथ आप relate कर सकते हैं. Okay, when the worker feel that the employee want to improve their long-term welfare, it can lead to the high morale and strong sense of loyalty. Because if you are developing them, if you are creating a positive environment for them, if you are making something better inside the organization for them, it means they will be feeling more motivated and they will be feeling more loyal inside the business. Okay, there is a concept attached to that, that is with the employee morale and welfare, that is called work-life balance. Child, we need to understand that there are always situations in which employees feel overburdened. The burden of the work is a fact. It cannot be denied. For example, there is a bank closing day. The banker will have to work the whole night, or even sometimes they are working for a week for whole night. The burden of the work cannot be denied. But the thing is that the worker is revolving in certain situations. If we talk about, there are different circles of the worker's life. For example, there is a career. There is one circle for him. There is family. There might be some education that he want to obtain. There might be friends, social circle, I mean. There might be other activities like gym or games or something like that. And employees always revolving, rotating in these circles like this. If he focuses sometimes, if he focuses more on one thing, his other thing will be sacrificed. If he focuses on career, his family might be sacrificed. If he focuses on gym, his friends might be sacrificed. If he focuses on education, his friends or gym or other activities might be sacrificed. So employee rotates with these problems. उसको ये वाला मसला होता है कि वो इनके बीच में हर वक्त बेचारा घूमता रहता है. अब the concept of work-life balance is that a situation in which employees are able to allocate a situation in which employees are able to allocate the right amount of time and effort to work, the right amount of time and effort to work, and to their potential life outside the work. So what I'm saying is कि employees के लिए ऐसा environment create किया जाए where they can give right amount of time, जो उनका career है, जो उनकी job है, they can allocate proper their time to that, but with that they can allocate time to the other activities जो कि outside the work भी है, जैसा कि family है, friends हैं and all that है. तो this situation goes on. लेकिन मैंने आपको बताया कि the burdens are always there. वो एम्प्लॉयज के ऊपर प्रेशर्स होते ही होते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल वो क्या प्रेशर्स हो सकते हैं? कस्टमर एक्सपेक्ट्स टू हैव गुड सर्विस अवेलेबल आउटसाइड द ट्रेडिशनल वर्किंग आवर्स, तो फिर हमें एम्प्लॉयज को कॉल करना पड़ सकता है. दीज आर द बर्डन्स दैट एम्प्लॉय मे हैव. To have good goods and services outside the traditional working hours. Organization want to match their business needs with the way their employees want to work. And finally, the globalization has led to a very dynamic and very different situation. There's a much greater level of competition now. In this competition now, employees will have to work in those hours that are not traditional and common hours. अगर उन्हें कोई कस्टमर यूएस का मिला हुआ और वो पाकिस्तान में है तो उन्हें बिल्कुल ही 12 आवर्स के डिफरेंस से काम करना पड़ सकता है. ठीक है. सो द फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी बहुत ज्यादा चाहिए एम्प्लॉयज को. 9 to 5 वाली जॉब्स अब नहीं चल सकती। और बिजनेसेस को भी ज्यादा कंपेटिटिव रहने के लिए उन नॉन ट्रेडिशनल वर्किंग आवर्स पे फोकस करना पड़ सकता है। तो दीज आर द प्रॉब्लम्स दैट एम्प्लॉयज आर फेसिंग राइट नाउ। अब हम इसका कर क्या सकते हैं? व्हाट इज द सोल्यूशन फॉर दैट? हम उन्हें फ्लेक्सिबल वर्किंग आवर्स दे सकते हैं। Okay, if an employee is working at late nights, for example, in a software company, so we might relax him from the daytime timing then. हम teleworking कर सकते हैं। Employees not directly coming to office, sitting at home and doing work. Work from home जिसे कहते हैं, that is becoming one of the most powerful career right now around the globe. Job sharing हो सकती है, जिसमें allows two people to fill on one full-time vacancy. Vacancy वही है 9 to 5 वाली, but one person is coming from 9 to 1, for example, another person is coming from 1 to 5. So two persons are doing that job that was required to be done by one person. We can also give extended period of leave from working. For example, up to even 12 months. If an employee is facing some social problems, for example, or family problems, you can give him extended leaves. And some organization even pay for that. For example, if a woman wants pregnancy leaves for a whole 9 months, the businesses can give that pregnancy leave to women, and some businesses can even pay for that, and some businesses cannot pay for that, but they can recruit her back when she comes back. Similarly, in the case of any social problems, this can happen. So these are few things that you can do to manage that work-life balance stuff when employees face these pressures from the work and all that. There are a lot more things. These are the four that I've written, but there are a lot more things that can be done. For example, in the banking holidays, there is a convention in Pakistan. In the banking situation, there is a convention in Pakistan when you're working late nights for a week or two, because you have to complete your banking year on 30th July, then or 31st July. The 1st August will be official holiday of the banking. Whole bank will be given a day off, and they can use that holiday in the time they might sleep, they might give time to their family or anything like that. So there are a number of things that you can do. The second concept that we need to study in the employee morale and welfare is the diversity and equality. This is a longer topic. Diversity and equality. Let's talk about the equality policy, then diversity policy, and then we'll go into the details of this. I was saying, let's talk about the equality policy first. Equality is basically practice, is the name of practices and processes aimed at achieving fair organization. Practices and processes aimed at achieving fair organization. where everyone is treated in the same way, where everyone is treated in the same way, without any biasness and prejudice. Everyone has the same opportunity to fulfill their potentials. This is called equality. A little longer definition. Let's talk about the diversity first, and then we'll go into the details of this. Practices and processes aimed at creating a mixed workforce. Aimed at creating a mixed workforce and planning a positive value on diversity in the workplace. And planning a positive value on diversity in the workplace. Practices and processes aimed at creating a mixed workforce. Mixed workforce means people from different educational, cultural backgrounds, language backgrounds, and planning a positive value of diversity. And everyone should be treated equally, whether from wherever he or she belongs. Okay. If we talk about the equality and diversity, most organizations have policies that try to ensure equality inside the organization, and even some organizations try to ensure the diversity too in the organizations, because many countries have strict laws that govern on equality issues, and they ensure that organizations should be working on equality grounds with the employees. And secondly, businesses that promote equality in the workplace actually get the recruitment benefits, because most skilled people who actually want to work in such organizations are attracted towards such organizations. Businesses also ensure equality in the workplace on the basis of recruitment, dismissal decisions, pays, promotions, benefits. They treat equally people irrespective of their race, gender, age, religion, nationality. They treat equally, and that's why they get recruitment benefits in reward. Okay, how this? I hope you get the what is equality and diversity. Basically, as I told you, diversity is hiring people from different cultural, ethnic, religious, gender-based backgrounds. And equality is treating them equally, fairly, and giving them equal pays, promotions, and options inside the organizations. Now, sorry, what we can attain, what we can achieve if we promote equality in the workplace, how it impacts business. Impacts of equality policies on businesses. First of all, it creates an environment with high employee morale and motivation. It also develops a good reputation. And the ability to recruit top talent employees, as I told you earlier. Because I told you it gives them recruitment benefits. Most of the skilled labor are attracted towards the business. It allows organizations to measure the performance of workers based on their actual productivity and not on the basis of any discrimination. Their actual productivity and not on the basis of any discrimination. So these are the benefits that you obtain out of promoting equality inside the business organizations. In contrary, for example, if businesses are using discriminatory processes and practices, for example, at the time of promotions, employees will be discriminated. At the time of decision of salaries, employees will be discriminated. So as a result of that, the employees will get discouraged and demotivated, and they will leave the business whenever they find a better opportunity. They will be demotivated. They will be having lesser productivity. They will be doing lesser hard work inside the business organization. Coming to the diversity, especially workplace diversity, as I told you earlier, means that acknowledging the difference between the employees, and we create an inclusive environment where different kind of employees can work. Let's talk about what diversity can do with the businesses. We capture a bigger market share. How? This is very amazing. We capture a bigger market share because if we hire employees from different language background, they can appeal to those people, to those customers who have different languages. If we hire sales force from Germany, France, and USA, so we can attract the customers to who speak English, German, and French too. Diversified customers. Second, Employing a more qualified workforce as a selection is based on merit. If we are doing not discriminating, especially on the basis of nationalities, then we can hire more competent people from any part of the world. However, if we do discrimination on the basis of nationality, then we will hire only those people who belong to our country. It also increases creativity. Because we have people from different background and they have different problem solving techniques. It also creates cultural awareness inside our organization that leads us to improve knowledge about the foreign markets. We can do better businesses there. And as I told you earlier, uh, promoting diversified language skills allows us to operate internationally. So this was the longer topic of employee morale and welfare, work-life balance, and employee equality and diversity policies inside the business organizations.